What's up everybody, I'm Eric Hansen with Backpacking TV. Today we're going to be looking at illumination. All things that you need to know about for making the best choice for headlamp, lantern, or flashlight. Purpose of this video is really just to be educational. So just to give you some fuel for making your own decisions. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask a favor to like the video, subscribe here to our channel so that we can be constantly bringing you amazing and inspirational educational content on the outdoors. That being said, let's get into the video. There are a few misconceptions about headlamps and illumination in general that I wanted to provide some insight to enlighten you all with. So let's get into how to make the best decision about what you need for backpacking. First of all, if you're like me and you're old, then basically 20 years ago, this was all you had. You basically had just a flashlight. These were the only options. And then it was a big development in the whole world of backpacking when you could add this to a strap that you wore on your head. But luckily, there's been a lot of innovation in the game of illumination. And let's break some of it down. So first of all, what should you bring? I'd really like to bring a lantern. However, this is more of a luxury item for backpacking. This is something that I like to hang in a tent. I don't use this for navigation or anything like that. This is just for reading around camp or maybe making dinner, and I just want to have a light that's not on my head. Sometimes when I'm cooking or things like that and I've got a headlamp on my head, it attracts bugs and things like that, and you're dealing with your food. So sometimes it's really nice to have a light source that is not right in front of your face. Flashlights, I personally don't really bring flashlights with me on backpacking trips anymore. They're generally a little bit heavier. They are awesome in the sense of that they can cast a beam like a million miles. They could be shining all across this whole valley here. So they're really powerful, but they're not necessarily the most efficient use of energy and weight for backpacking. So that leaves me with headlamps. And I think it's really important to discuss a few of the things that are misconceptions or maybe just misunderstandings about headlights. So one of the main things is that lumens do not tell the full tale of the quality of a headlamp. It's easy to, as you're going down the aisle, to see, oh, this one is 150 lumens, this one is 300 lumens, whoa, this one is 700 lumens, this is a kick-ass headlamp. That's awesome, but that is not the full story. Maybe it can illuminate 700 lumens for a short period of time, or maybe not even a large distance, but you might be disappointed if that's what you make your decision based off of. It is very possible for a headlamp that has 500 lumens to be brighter and more efficient than a headlamp with 600 or 700 lumens. So I'm not here to tell you which brand is the best, but what I look for is, one, what is the battery system behind the headlamp? I think this is a really important part of the headlamps in general. We are seeing a much bigger trend towards moving to rechargeable batteries, which of course from an environmental standpoint is awesome. I definitely think that now in today's game, when you are making your purchasing decisions, it's kind of unnecessary to buy a headlamp that runs off of AAA batteries. Another reason why using AAAs or AA's is not necessarily the best use is that those were never really designed to be this high power, efficient type of battery storage or energy storage. They were mostly aimed at using like remote controls and things around your house that just need a really low amount of power for a really long time. This, however, you want way more power, and the battery systems that are within these are really, really robust. Let me open one up and show you what I mean. This is one of the lithium-ion batteries from Lenser. Basically, they designed this battery, but it's made for lights. Now, this is one of the bigger ones for a flashlight, but the headlamps have much smaller ones. And these are amazing because they are really designed to be able to handle intense outputs for much longer periods of time. And Lenser does make a system for these batteries to fit in, say, a phone charger or something like that. So obviously I can use that to keep my phone powered in the backcountry, but I can also pop these batteries right out of that and throw this into my headlamp and keep going. So that is a great solution if I'm, say, doing like a 5-day backpacking trip and I'm probably gonna blow through at least one set of batteries there. Another factor that often gets overlooked when making a headlamp or a lighting purchase is the ability to focus the light. Now, if you are hiking, it's pretty nice to be able to have a flood of light at night, so you see a bunch of things rather than just one specific bright spot. But if you want to be able to shine a light and say, look for somebody or look for something or see far away, you need to be able to focus your light. So having the ability to use a lens system is, I think, really important. And to understand run times with flashlights, which is an important part of some of the back literature on the marketing on the boxes of these things, it is important to know that at high power, you might get, say, 4 hours of use, whereas at low power, you might get 18 hours, 20 hours, 100 hours, whatever it might be, understanding how to utilize that. So when I'm actually in the backcountry and using headlamps, I think it's a good idea to not use the headlamps on high power outside of the moments when you really need them. Otherwise, using it at 150 lumen outputs or the low output setting is just fine for being around camp, prepping your meals and stuff like that, because you don't want to be exhausting these batteries super fast, especially if you're on like a multi-day backpacking trip. So that is pretty much headlamps in a nutshell. I do encourage you to do some research, make the best decision for you as possible. And if you're interested in lead lenser, check out leadlenser.com. I truly have been incredibly impressed with their headlamps. It is like the BMW it is a luxury headlamp for sure, but it is worth it because they are high quality. So that's the video, understanding headlamps. I hope that this was an illuminating topic to discuss here today. And yeah, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, leave it below. I'd love to help you out, get back to you, and learn something myself. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Hansen. I'll see you out there.